Hey, what's up? It's a lot nicer out today. Sitting outside, I'm gonna do another review here for Brian from Vermont. He sent me 6 different beers. I did 2 yesterday. I got a honey rye, brewed in February, bottled March 27th, about 4.5%. Got the kids running around here. This one looks interesting. It says 4 pounds of pale malt, 3 pounds of rye. Hi. 3 pounds of wheat.
Why are you recording all of
I'm
this?
recording, you jive turkeys.
You always have to record this stuff.
Because I'm doing a review for my friend. Alright. It's kind of murky, but I
Okay,
suppose
let's
that's...
go,
Yeah, you guys can
Let's go to our artwork.
go to your project.
Wait.
Alright.
I'll go get back to my painting. I go back.
Anyway, it's a kind of a straw, murky color. Interesting. It's very, it has wheat. It sort of has almost equal parts pale barley malt, rye, and wheat, and a pound of honey. I got a lot of foam. I'm not getting much aroma right now. Kolsch yeast. Half ounce cluster 60, half ounce citra 10. It's not a lot of hops, but cluster I suppose is I think a little higher alpha acid. That's interesting. I don't really get much of any definitive flavors. It's just sort of it's light. It's grainy. It doesn't really taste like anything in particular. It's just kind of like carbonated. I hate to say it. It's just. I smell a little bit of hops there. This one has me kind of perplexed. I'll have to work on it a little bit and see what I can pull out of it. Okay, I've been drinking this for a few minutes and I really don't know a lot about what I would say. It's so light in flavor, which is not bad, but I think I'm guessing it was sort of an experiment to see what would happen. None of the malts particularly come through individually. The yeast is clean, so that also isn't contributing a lot of flavor. I suppose if you were to have used a wheat beer yeast, you would at least get some of that flavor if you were kind of going for that kind of a thing. But the good news is that it doesn't taste bad. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just not liking it as much as the other one. Like yesterday, the Potter's beer, also a light beer, but had a good character of flavor, and this is just kind of ambiguous to me. But it's fun to try, and it was a good experiment. I'll keep drinking through the other ones. Alright, I'm going to do one more of these today. Sugar Plum Fairy, Sugar Plum Fairy. It makes me think of John Lennon counting off a Beatles song, but I don't know which one it is off the top of my head. Nice label. Belgian Strong Dark. It's about 10.8% alcohol. It is a little over 6 months old. Nice kind of smaller size bottle here. Let's get to it. So it's probably still a little bit on the young side for a beer this strong. It probably will be able to hold up for some time, some years, if you can squirrel some away and not get to them. You get that strong Belgian. I made a Chimay clone many years ago, and it reminds me of that. 2 pounds amber candy sugar. You get some of that. Belgian Abbey 2 yeast. 3 pounds of Munich. Okay, 1 pound flaked oats, a little bit of Carafa 3 to make it even darker. So that is pretty dark. It's not you know, as dark as the darkest stouts, but it's a very dark brown. I get a little spice flavor, probably just from the yeast. I don't see any spices mentioned but the spiciness is very likely just from the yeast. A little bit warming. Definitely not too hot on the alcohol, and it's quite good even at 6 months old. I bet at 1 year old it will be even slightly smoother, but it's pretty smooth right now. That's good. It's kind of a little chewy, viscous. Get the warming, nicely balanced. This beer is not about the hops, but the yeast for me is the balance to the sweetness. What's the final gravity? 1032. But see, what's interesting is it was 1115 original gravity. That is a big starting gravity, but it's still 1032. You know, that is probably why it tastes so smooth now, because there's so much sugar and sweetness left. If this thing would have got down to 1020 or 1015, then it would be 13% alcohol or so, and then it would be definitely more of an alcohol, hot alcohol kind of effect right now. But as it is, I suppose that's a kind of a, I don't know if you did it on purpose, but that's kind of a trick to make this strong of a beer drinkable sooner. Just start higher and get it so it finishes a little bit higher too. Clean tasting, no off flavors. Very nice job. That is a nice sipper that I'm kind of sipping maybe too quickly, but I'm going to keep it fairly short and sweet. Nice job on this one. I'll talk to you later.